Ladies and gentlemen, one of the very exciting presentations we have as far as the future, not only of cars in general, but also here in Australia, we're about to see now on Better Places Australia. In case you haven't noticed yet, one of the strong themes at this year's motor show is the proliferation of alternative fuelled vehicles. One company is adding the technology and infrastructure required to create an environment where electric car drivers can drive wherever they want, whenever they want, and as many have suggested, that's the big thing. Would you please welcome the CEO of Better Places Australia to tell us a little more about it and also go through some exciting launches. Ladies and gentlemen, Evan Thornley.
Thanks, Glenn. Thanks very much, Glenn. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Better Place. This is a motor show, but we don't make electric cars. We make electric cars make sense. We're the first and only global company that offers a complete charge network for electric cars that lets you drive wherever you want, whenever you want. We pay for the batteries so you don't have to, and we provide you with zero emissions driving at no extra cost. You will have seen our walking myths today wearing some of the traditional thinking about electric cars. Uncomfortable as it may be for some, we now need to challenge that thinking and ask you to think again. Today, you can see a full-size, competitively priced production electric car that is as convenient and affordable as a petrol car. Electric cars that are faster, smoother and quieter as a driving experience. And they have zero emissions because we power them all with renewable electricity. So if you think EVs are expensive glorified golf carts, think again. These myths no longer apply. Our charge network allows the mass adoption of electric cars to begin. It's as inevitable as the transition from film to digital cameras, from fixed line to mobile phones. These transformations always happen later than people think, but when they do, they always happen bigger than people think. And when they're over, we can't remember how the world used to be. As my daughter said to me a few years ago, "Daddy, what were your favourite websites when you were a kid?" On our system, electric cars become as convenient and affordable as petrol cars. These aren't idle words. We measure them. You must be able to drive an electric car wherever you want, whenever you want. You ought to take less minutes per year to power that car than you do a petrol car, and less dollars per year than a petrol car. That's what Better Place does. We free people from the tyranny of petrol prices. With plug-in points where you normally park your car, every morning you wake up with a full battery, and with unlimited range from battery switching stations that take less time to swap you a full battery than it takes to fill up with petrol. And by making it all affordable with a single monthly subscription that covers the cost of the entire system and is less than what you're currently paying for petrol. In Australia, we drive large cars, long distances, round and round the outer suburbs of our major cities. That means we have big petrol bills. And that's why Better Place chose to come to Australia. We're a global company that's rolling out national scale charge networks in Israel and Denmark as we speak. Australia is our third market. We'll prove here that this can work at any scale. Next we move to southern China, Western Europe and North America, with Australia as our proving ground. So Australia will be at the forefront of electric car adoption. By the end of 2013, the largest electric car charge network anywhere in the world will be here. Our national rollout starts in Canberra later this year and then moves on to Sydney, Melbourne, the other major cities and the interconnecting state highways. We've kicked off the EV engineering project that's building 7 proof of concept electric Commodores. We've signed our first $60 million renewable electricity supply deal with ActuAGL. We're bringing the world's first unlimited range electric car to Australia in partnership with Renault. And we're working with GE on hardware, fleets and battery finance. All these things mean that mass market electric cars are coming and a charge network that allows them to go wherever they want, whenever they want is coming. As a charge network, Better Place doesn't make electric cars, so let me introduce you to a man who does. Justin Hocevar, the Managing Director of Renault Australia.
Thank you, Evan. Renault has a commitment to zero emissions driving and a core aim to bring zero emission vehicles to the mass market. We have invested over €4 billion in our global EV program, and we believe there's significant opportunity for electric vehicles right here in Australia. We've announced our partnership with Better Place to bring the Fluence ZE to Australia starting in the middle of next year. The Fluence ZE is the first production electric sedan. It's a family car and it's proof that cars can be both functional and practical. Now, I'm delighted to show you for the very first time here in Australia the Fluence ZE. The Fluence ZE is powered by the latest generation lithium-ion battery. It will deliver between 80 and 100% of its original charge capacity for up to 8 years. And it can be charged in two ways, either through charge spots, where customers will have the convenience to charge their vehicle at home or in the workplace, or through battery switch stations, where you can change a depleted battery with a completely full one in less time than it will take to fill a car with petrol. When combined with the Better Place charging network, the Fluence ZE is the world's first mass-market electric vehicle with unlimited range. It is the only electric car that gives Australian drivers the freedom that they enjoy today in a petrol car, with the added benefit of zero oil and zero emissions. This is a breakthrough mobility solution, and it absolutely provides the convenience and the affordability that electric cars drivers will demand. This car will arrive in Australia in the middle of next year for Better Place's first customers in Canberra, and then the general start of sales will begin in the latter part of the year. As a global leader in electric vehicle technology, Renault is absolutely delighted to be one of the first manufacturers to bring to life here in Australia our partnership with Better Place and electric vehicles. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin. So you can see we have the world's first unlimited range electric car coming to Australia, and we'll have the world's largest charge network here, so you can drive it wherever you want, whenever you want. Better Place is working with another partner who shares our vision for mass market adoption of electric cars, GE. Globally and in Australia, we've established a strategic partnership with GE, the world's leading industrial company and a leader in their commitment to electric cars. So let me introduce to you the largest buyer of electric cars, the man who's bringing this to life in Australia, Ben Waters, the Director of Eco-Imagination for GE in Australia and New Zealand.
Thanks, Evan. At GE, we're investing heavily in a business initiative that we did 6 years ago called Eco-Imagination. It's about research and development for clean technologies and producing products and services with that R&D that make our customers both better operating economics and reduce carbon footprint. It's been our most successful business initiative ever. Australia is an important market for GE. It's in our top 3 globally, and an important market for Eco-Imagination. Within Eco-Imagination, there's no more significant project than electric vehicles. We have announced last year that we will buy 25,000 electric vehicles globally for delivery by 2015. That's the world's single largest electric vehicle order. Today, we commit GE Australia to buy at least 1,000 electric vehicles locally by 2015. Electric vehicles will be a game changer for the transportation industry and also a game changer for the electricity grid. Electric vehicles fit the Eco-Imagination brand perfectly. They will reduce both the cost and the carbon footprint of our customers, and at the same time we can reduce GE's cost and carbon footprint. We look forward to being early adopters of mass market electric vehicles in Australia, to integrating them well into the grid and powering them with 100% renewable energy. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben. So together, Better Place, GE and Renault will make electric cars a mass market force in Australia. We're pushing Australia to the front of this global transformation from petrol to electric. Team Oz here is determined to bring our global companies together to put Australia at the front of the global queue. Australia is now the single most exciting prospect for mass market zero emissions driving, and we're delighted to be leading that charge. If you thought electric cars were a pipe dream or a niche market or perpetually 20 years in the future, we invite you to think again. Our metal is going in the ground, Justin's cars are coming, the customers are here, Ladies and gentlemen, let the era of electric cars begin.